So, good morning everyone. My name is Esti Peshin. I'm the Director of Cyber Programs for IAI, and I'm pleased to invite you to the Rethinking Innovation session. Now, I know you've heard two previous sessions, and I promise you a very interesting and provocative session, where the key question that we're going to ask is there too much innovation in cyber? Now, can we see, please, a show of hands from the crowd? Anyone thinks there's too much innovation in cyber? No one? Oh, okay, I see one person, one brave person. Anyone else? Okay, so I understand that everyone thinks that there is sufficient, maybe not enough innovation in cyber, but let's discuss this a little bit, because when I was given the title of the session, the first question that came to mind is, are we effectively utilizing the innovation that we have in cyber? So, let's try to understand first the cyber paradigm, and I think you all agree with me that today the attackers are winning. We have the attribution challenge. Essentially, it is, I wouldn't say impossible, but extremely difficult to attribute an attack to an attacker. This means that the cost of an attack is still extremely low. I think you would agree with me that there is still insufficient regulation in terms of disclosing information that will allow to attribute attacks to attackers. Attackers are better than us in information sharing. We try, but we still do not provide our governments, our counterparts in the industry, our customers with sufficient information that allows them to mitigate potential attacks. And then we have the defender's implementation cycle. Now, consider a new technology. A while ago, I had a session with a guy who is in charge of a very, very large organization in a specific country. And he's in charge of about 200,000 people who are connected to computers. And I asked him a question. If I had an updated firewall, 60% better than the one that you currently have, would you want to use it? And he immediately answered, well, yes, of course. And then I asked him, how long will it take you to implement it? So he was taken aback by the question and said, well, between 2 to 3 years. Now, I don't know if this is the case for any cyber security technology out there. But the fact of the matter is that the defender's implementation cycle is extremely long. It's longer than the rate in which attackers are producing new attacks, are finding vulnerabilities in these new defenses. And finally, industry today, academia, is crowdsourcing vulnerability detection. There are a lot of academia researchers on vulnerabilities, including in a sophisticated operational networks. In a sense, there's proliferation of how-to information which can provide the bad guys with a leg up when they are looking to identify vulnerabilities in extremely sensitive networks. Just to give you a brief example on the last point, this is a report that was published in May by the GAO, by the Government Accountability Office in the US. It basically addresses air traffic control, and its main point is that FAA needs a more comprehensive approach to cybersecurity, especially in view of the transition to the next generation of air traffic control systems. Now, the report makes a few points. Some of them are organizational. They're speaking about how the FAA addresses cyber within the organization, but some of them are technical in a sense. They're speaking about potential vulnerabilities in the next generation of ATC systems. They're speaking about vulnerabilities of online entertainment systems on board. Now, their intention is obviously good. They want to alert the world to the fact that there are potential vulnerabilities out there. But the report is published. You can access it. It's a PDF file online. The hackers can access it as well. And it provides them with a leg up. It provides them with an idea of what they can address when they try to attack commercial aviation. So my question is, can the end users, can the good guys trying to defend their systems cope with the rapid pace of emerging solutions and technologies? Technologies are sprouting like mushrooms after the rain. Are they implemented fast enough? Does the current implementation cycle, which requires a proof of concept and a very careful implementation, fit the nature of such an innovative industry? Are there trade-offs? What are the trade-offs of too much innovation? And finally, what is the role of larger companies in fostering such innovation? Now, we have an amazing lineup of speakers today in this session. And without further ado, I would like to call the first speaker, Mr. Matt Tomlinson, Vice President, Cloud and Enterprise Security